Do you know what I'm going to, when you're doing the interview, I'm going to go into the background because I've got Wayne's grandparents and children refusing to go to judo at the moment, so I'll dive into the background when you're doing the interview.
I always refused to go to judo and I fucking hated it.
But that's all that led to your love of the mat.
Fuck it, what?
That led to your love of the mat, surely, Grado.
Did it? Fuck, that put me off for a good 10 years. I got fucking ragged at that. And you know that way I went to, and Irvin, did you ever get that when you were away and you went to clubs in other tunes? So all the other people in the tune knew you one there and all that, and I was like pure turn up, shite myself for the full half hour, get fucking arm dragged like fuck, and I hated it.
But mate, did it not lead to like fucking wrestling? No, is it not
I didn't, Nick. It's like I remember the time my fucking uncle, there was a Stevenson disco on at the High Hall, right? And everybody was going to it. My cousin was going to it and all. And so my Uncle Bernard picked us up to take us to it. And I'm like, where the fuck's he taking us? He's taking us to St John's Primary where my cousin goes. Apparently there was 2 discos on that night. One in the town hall and one in the school, and I get fucking lumped off at St John's School. Didn't know anybody. My cousin left me. You know, that way I can pure remember everybody just walking by, because I don't think MD for the school, MD that wasn't at the school, wasn't really allowed to be there, but I don't think the teachers bothered. How uncomfortable would that be, being at a fucking school that you don't go to at the disco? Every kid just looking at you going,
who are you? Tell us how uncomfortable it would be because it happened to you.
It's very uncomfortable. I hate talking about it. Clearly.
How did we get here?
No idea. It started with judo.
Started with judo.
How did it go from judo to Grado getting took to the rang disco?
It didn't even start with judo. It started with John telling us he was going into the background. Next time we're at St John's Primary, having fucking flashbacks, know what I mean?
We'll do
Grado, do you know what to do, Grado? Stop drinking the big bottles. Just get a glass bottle.
That's the fun. That's the fun. See on Twitch, Grado, when you're going for the Diet Iron Brew all the time, you keep just about crashing the plane.
No, I thought you could lay it, and I'm going, oh, fuck yeah, past that.
Mate, see when I told you to send me videos and you said it's a video, Leo has to watch every single video within reason that comes on my phone, right? Aye. And I showed him. And then we got to bed last night and it's just stunning, holding him. He's looking out the window and he's going, "Here's Grado."
Oh, that's cute, man.
There was a plane flying out of the gaff, man. He's like, "There's Grado." No, like, mate, he doesn't think you're a wrestler anymore. He thinks you're a pirate.
Brilliant, man. Who is the first one to head for the halftime pie? Oh, that was for Chick Young, man. We've still got Chick Young's questions. Johnny, are you there?
Oh, no, it's all right.
I'm here. Sorry about that. I've not adjusted the questions, have I?
Nah, who's the first one? I don't know if that could that these get pies at half time? I don't think so.
Who's the first one to head for a half-time slice of orange?
we get caffeine shots now, so we've got that's the kind of we're just coming to deal. We've now got these caffeine shots that are like 20 times stronger than Red Bull, so we've got a few boys just come to grips with that, because I'm sure you've had a Red Bull in your time, so these things are so we've got a few boys that are guzzling them and a few boys that are Chance is just a baby, so he's pocketed a full tray of them to take home just to deal with the midnight feeds.
That's an answer. That I'll take that.
That's good.
Stephen Robbie Nielsen was the manager at last season. We had a fat club, so there was nobody eating half-time oranges. So you used to, I mean, this is probably bullying in the workplace, but we used to get, do you know if you've ever had body fat taken, where they've got like calipers?
Don't fit in that.
Pinch your skin. So he wanted everybody to be under 50, which is like Mo Farah's 50, I think. He's like 48. So he wanted us all like under 50. And we boys, like Paul McMullen's not got a pick on him. He was 54. And he made them, he had to go and, we've got a fine wheel, like just a wheel you spin. And he made everyone go up and spin this fine wheel with their top off so we could see how fat they were. So there was, it was like the forfeits were, so you had to pay 20, if you're on the fat club, you had to pay £20 straight out. And then you either had to train with your top off, do the shuffle truffle. I mean, it's 100% bullying, but we get so boys were, nobody was eating any oranges. I think boys have been sick in the toilet before we got the body fat just to get down at an elite club. So
Dundee United relegated because the whole fucking team was bulimic.
Honestly, and it was the skinniest fat guys you've ever seen in your life. Like these guys didn't pick on them. It was just skin. He's like, nah, needs to be better, need more muscle. So I weighed We had the strangest fat club you've ever seen in your life. So I noted that half-time on just get put straight in the bin. We were all scared.
Brilliant.
We'd be fucked, wouldn't we?
Oh, mate, that's what I'm just thinking. I don't think you could get the caliper things run our bellies. Do you know what I mean?
I done a PT session with Joe Coffey, and he used that on me, and I was like, oh, for fuck's sake! You feel as if they're just going to cut the fat off you.
To be fair, chef had I go with it, and he enjoyed his food as well. Dave, the old chef we had, and he got it done one day just to see what it was like. And he's the one on his, I think it was his arm. So it goes round to like 15, say 15, 20. And his on his arm was 8. And we're like, my God, that's unbelievable. But the wheel had went round 3 times. Like 47 or something. It's killed them, but they work. They're very accurate.
You think you'd pick up a few tabs now and again?
Do you get that now? Do you get that, Mark, now as a successful hairdresser now?
I do. I know that.
Aye.
All right.
Grado, the question is, do you fucking get it?
Remember, he done a
I've met Nicky Clark. I've had a haircut. £180 the fucking guy taking off me. 90 for the hair and 90 for the dye. So anyway, that's a story for another day. Yeah, so see how, because I would imagine that fans listening to this, they'll go, oh, he's always got to bring the old firm into it. But Toll, you touched on it, I know about teams sniffing about him, but I constantly remember Rangers sniffing about you about 10, 15 years ago. I don't know, it was like £1 million bid or whatever, and it was always coming up in the forums, Mark Reynolds. But was there any official approach for the old firm for you to sign for them?
I think Rangers made a bid. I was on holiday with my girlfriend, my now wife, in Mexico, and my agent phone says, look, Rangers, I think it was like £750 the bid.
£7.50, tight bastards.
That's a lot of money,
man. Every podcast you need to get the wee one into. Every fucking podcast.
Listen, mate, I'm the wee one. Fucking give me a break.
Right, so they bid $750K. So it was a lot of money. Even back then, that was a decent amount. And my agent phoned me and says, look, they put this bid in, Motherwell, blah, blah, blah. And then Mark McGee phoned me and he's like, look, we're not selling you now. You're still young. We think you'll still develop as a player. Like, we'll give you a new contract at Motherwell and you'll go in 12 months. Like, you'll have 50 games under your belt. And that was the plan. And I was on board. Well, I would say I'm on board with that. I had no other option. I was only a wee guy. I was just like, aye, all right. Aye, that's fine. Sounds great. And never be like, wait a minute here. But I just kind of got on with it and just kind of accept. And as I say, I was in Mexico, so I didn't really realise the furrow because I think it was in all the back pages and all the papers and I just never materialised and I just kind of got on with it and went back and then so that season played, done well, still getting linked with big moves and other teams and range, and then the credit crunch happened and then the money just fell out of the world and it was
Willie shut.
Aye, Willie shut. There was no pick and mix for MD. Like, could not go in and steal a cut of pick mix for on the way home from school, so I was starving.
That must have been a bit of a blow, right enough. It must have been a bit of a blow, right enough, Mark. Obviously, I don't know if you've got any sort of allegiance towards Rangers or otherwise, but Rangers is obviously at that point in time they're the biggest club in Scotland, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? So it's getting that opportunity kind of taken away from you through no fault of your own. It must have been about in the boys.
No, it is, and I know, and it's still one of these things you look back and think, what could have been that? But football's all kind of ifs and buts, and it was one of the things I just had to go with. And as a footballer, and it's an arrogance that something else will come. Like, I'm good enough to get something else, and just keep plugging away, and something else will come. And obviously, the price tag, I think, can end up killing me because, as I said, money fell out the game, and it was like nobody was going to pay that. So then it was almost like, oh, we should have cashed in with the chance, but the whole landscape shifted, and I just need to take it on. And I mean, I ended up playing. So I went away with that Scotland under 19 team, come back 3 games into the season, and I played that, started the next game, and then of the next 218 games, I played like 216 of them on the bounce, and then kicked on. I mean, I had a good education, and although, again, I could have went to Rangers and disappeared up my arse and no settled into that changing room, being too young with too many big characters, and just so many ifs and buts, but I just never happened, and I just
Did you know MD at Rangers at the time? Did you have any pals at Rangers and you were keeping in contact with him saying I might be coming, I might not be coming, I don't know?
No, And I mean, I started feeling, I don't think you really messaged. There wasn't really like, WhatsApp or that. Like you messaged.
It's funny thinking about that.
That's true. Aye.
Did you not Bebo any of your pals? No.
I didn't have their pin. I didn't have their Bebo pin.
Mark, how was Rob Jones at the time? Because we had him on the podcast. That's a guy that takes football dead serious, man.
Do you know what? A great guy, big guy, Rob Jones.
Nice,
dead serious, and he probably just like, and I've seen it. I've got that like media voice where it's just like nothing like monotone, like give nothing away, throw cliches about. But he was a good guy, like great, but just a big giant, and he just loved heading the ball. And Gary Megson was like, "Yes, please, like give me some more of that." I remember one of his first games, one of the boys, Richard O'Donnell, the goalie, was a young boy kind of coming through, played by Rob Jones. One of his first games, and he came out and just cemented Rob, broke his nose like all over the place. Did not faze him. Just get these cotton buds up it and on he went. And that was Rob. Just loved football and just loved heading the ball as far as he could.
That's an old school footballer, isn't it, man? That's brilliant. I love that.
It is old school, isn't it?
Aye, definitely.
See what you're...
Aye. I mean,
Sorry,
as a...
I'm fanning about you. I'm trying. How do you turn the brightness down your computer, man? My eyes are fucking killing me here. Sorry about this. 2 minutes. Hold on, stay my box.
That's some glasses on, Grado.
I know. I'm close to the... Is my face went dead orange, you know that?
Aye, mate.
Do you know what, man? See, we're doing podcast, man. You've either got spunk or you're a shite bag, mate. Do you know what I mean? Come on, mate. Just embrace the brightness, mate. Come on.
Sorry, mate. I'll deal with it after. I'll just kind of...
You do look quite bright. You look like, you know what you look like, mate, man? It's like the scene in fucking Lockstock when Vinnie Jones pulled the sunbed thing out, man.
Right, Grads, I've got one of the fancy ones. You just press a button, check me out, bro.
There you go. Hold on, wait to see. I'm not going to screen.
Look at this.
I know what you're fucking about with that, aye. I'm just staying like this, mate. Right, anyway, where were we? Sorry, I'm sorry about that.
We're in Aberdeen, don't worry.
Aye.
My brother's a football knowledge, man. I'm just like redundant general knowledge that you would never think you would need to know except in a quiz.
Right, mate.
Listen, that's right. Wait till I ask you this then, right? Only word in an English dictionary that when spelt differently, in fact, never mind, you'll never get it.
Right, I was going to say that sounded horrific.
I heard it on the telly the other night and it really got me, man. But I can't.
Wait a minute. I don't think you remember the question, Grado, do you?
I don't, but I know the answer. I know the reason. It was something like a word in the English dictionary where if it's spelt differently but it's pronounced the same, it means the opposite meaning for one another.
Oh, fuck.
Something like that. Do you know that way? Can it tell you the start of the programme that went fine?
Is it child?
No, but that's a good one. See, I thought it was dust because you can dust things to clean it, but you can dust things in a cake. Do you know what I mean? But it wasn't that. It was resign, resign, and resign.
Aye.
There you go.
Fuck. Don't
Every day's a school day, Mark. You'll be glad to come on, mate. You'll be glad to come on.
Can we put that into the quiz? Put that in the
quiz. Right, producer John needs to come back on and get 90 seconds on the clock.
Hello.
We did the Mark Wilson has 15.
You did, mate.
On a rain-soaked pitch, he beats 3 men in a halfway line. He spots the keeper off his line, strikes it. What a goal! Gerrard described it as world class. Players, pundits alike from across the world have been raving about it. It's arguably one of the best goals Rangers have ever scored. I tell you, if I was a Rangers supporter, what are you saying this for?
You know why? Just keep reading it.
Right.
It's
arguably one of the best goals that Rangers have ever scored. And I'll tell you, if I was a Rangers supporter and I hadn't seen it live, I just don't know how I could live with myself. Eh, Bob? That's not done it right, ever. I don't get this.
Aye. Mate.
Fuck, right. Just tell me and I'll do it. I can. Right. Aye, if you tell me, I'll be able to bam you up. Right, okay, right. Start again, right?
What are we doing?
Oh, no, do G4. Do G4. Did you use Lee Griffiths last week?
Shut
up, Grado.
I hooked him and dragged him off.
The best meme of the weekend was definitely Jim Duffy's he'd imposed.
Aye, that
was. Did you not see the one?
With Duffy at the Black House.
No.
Did you not see the one in the singer?
Duffy grabbing fucking Coco Pops at the cupboard. Hold on.
This is an outtake for you.